Today in this video, we are going to learn Chapter 1, Knowing Our Numbers of Class 6. So let's get started. So, we need numbers to tell our needs. Like for example, you all tell your mama, Mama, I need 2 rotis. So, where you say 2 rotis, so 2 shows number. Then we need numbers to express quantity. When we go to buy certain things from the provision store, so we tell him or her to give us 2 kgs of rice. So, again 2 kgs is a quantity. And then the other way of using numbers is to count. Like for example, I ask you how many family members are there. So you'll be counting and telling 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on and on. So in this chapter, we are going to revise whatever we have learnt in our lower standard regarding numbers. Plus, we'll be adding some more towards it. So as you can see in the picture, you can see there are various numbers. So in this chapter, we are going to learn more about numbers. Now you can see there are certain pictures. So in the first picture you can see that there are 3 bananas. So again to count you will be using numbers. Then you will see a classroom of students where there is a teacher and there are many other students. So to count these number of students will be using numbers. Then you can see a huge crowd of people. This is a population of some place, of a region or of a state. So numbers are used to denote smaller numbers, and even numbers are used to tell about large or big numbers. Large or big numbers, it's not impossible to count. Only thing is it takes little bit more time to count. They are little difficult to count. Now we are going to see how we compare numbers. Here you will see in this image there are 4 people, namely A, B, C and D. And here you will see the heights of those people are given as 100, 150, 170 and 160 centimeter and so on. So if you just look at the heights of these people, and if I ask you who is the tallest, so your answer will be the tallest one is the one who is having the highest height, that is C, and the height of that person is 170 centimeter. Then the next question is who is the shortest. Just by looking at the height of the people and the numbers given, you can easily tell which is the shortest or the smallest one. So that is person A, having height 100 centimeter. Then the next question is, can we arrange them in increasing order of their heights? Increasing order means it will keep on going up from smaller to a bigger number. Just as when we climb stairs, we go from a lower stair to a higher stairs. Similarly, here when we have to arrange them in increasing order of their heights, we'll be arranging them as, first will be the smallest number 100, then the little bigger number will be 150, then other bigger number will be 160, and the biggest of all is 170. And now the next question is, can we arrange all of these in the decreasing order of their heights? Decreasing is from the highest we come towards the lowest. So here the highest or the biggest number is 170, then we have 160, 150 and 100. So this is how we arrange the numbers, and this is also called as ascending order and the descending order respectively. Now we proceed further with more sets of comparison of numbers. So here there is a paragraph given. We have to just read this paragraph and answer the following questions. By reading the paragraph, we'll understand which is the smallest one, which is the biggest one, and how they are going on and on increasing, and the same way how they are going on and on decreasing. So here people live in different types of houses. Information is given about the square feet area in which people live. So there is a person called as Sam who lives in a bungalow of 4,678 square feet, whereas Simi lives in a bungalow of 50,000 square feet, Khushi lives in a hut of 90 square feet and Ria lives in a flat of 980 square feet. So here the question is, who lives in a smaller area and who lives in a big area? So here if you see the numbers, you will see the first one is 4678, then we have 50,000, then we have 90, and then we have 980. So how do we find out the smallest number? The smallest number is the one which has got the smallest or the least number of digits. Now when I see all these numbers, if I write all these numbers like this, if I just write, so 4678, then I write 50,000, so 4678 has got 4 digits, 50,000 has got 5 digits, then 90 has got only 2 digits, and 980 has got 3 digits. So here 90 is the number which has got the smallest number of digits, that is 2. So who lives in smaller area? So here smaller area is 90 and here Khushi lives. Okay, the answer for the person living in smaller area is Khushi, that is 90. And who lives in a big area? Out of all these 4, the biggest number is 50,000 because it has got 5 digits in it, and the person living there is Simi. Simi lives in a bigger area and that is 50,000. Then also we have to arrange all these numbers in both increasing order and even in the decreasing order. So when we say increasing order, small to big, so that is called as ascending order, which we have also done in our lower standard. It is not at all new or difficult for us. It is just the same what we have done in our lower standard. So increasing order is also called as ascending order. So in ascending order, what we do is from the smallest we go to the biggest. So here the smallest is 90 because it has got the smallest number of digits, that is only 2. Then we have another bigger number which has got 3 digits, 980. Then we have another number which has got 4 digits. It is 4678, and ultimately we have another number which has got altogether 5 digits, 50,000. Now we have to write in the decreasing order. Decreasing order is also called as descending order, means it always goes from a higher to a lower position. So here when we have to write it in descending order, we write the biggest one. Biggest is 50,000. There are 5 digits. Then we have the smaller one, 4678. There are 4 digits. Then we have 980, which has got 3 digits in it. And then we have 90, which has got ultimately 2 digits. So we can compare the numbers checking the number of digits in that. But then you will think it is not necessary that every time the number of digits will be different in different numbers. There can be an instance where, for example, if I take 4678 and I take 4675. So here both the numbers have got absolutely equal number of digits, that is 4 and 4. In thousands place we see 4000 in both the numbers. Again we see in hundreds place 600. We see in tens place 70 and 70, but only in ones place we see 8 and 5. So here 8 is bigger and 5 is smaller. So hence when we compare, we get that 4678 is bigger than 4675. Here also we have to just use our simple logic. Now the next one we are going to learn about is how many numbers can be made. Like for example, we are given 4 digits, 7, 8, 3 and 5. Now how many numbers can we make? Now here you will see after 7, 8, 3, everywhere you see comma. So these are different digits. We are asked to make numbers. So here what I do is, once I write 7 in the first position and then I write 8, 3, 5 as it is. This is one number which I have made. Apart from that, I write like this 7 as it is. I write 8 also as it is. I change the position of 3 and 5. I make it 53. Here I kept 7 and 8 as it is. Okay, and then now again I can do one more thing is, I can keep 7 as it is, I am keeping. Then what I am going to do is I am going to change the position of 8. I am going to write here 3, then 8 and then 5. So here in the second position I have written 3. Now again keeping second position 3, I can write it as 58. Then I can make one more number. I can do like this. I can keep 7 as it is. But in the second position, once I have kept 8, then I have also kept 3. Now let me keep 5. And then I write the other digits 8 and 3. Then I can also make like this 5 I write as it is, and then I interchange 8 and 3, I make it 38. So this all numbers I have made by keeping 7 in the first position. Now let us do the same thing by keeping 8 in the first position, and now I am keeping 7 in the second position, and then I am writing 35. Now what I do, 8 and 7 I keep same, 35 I make as 53. Now what I have done is in both the places 8, 7, 8, 7 I kept same, only I changed the place 3 and 5, 5 and 3 positions I changed. Now what I'll do is I will keep what else we can do is, okay, this is done. This after completing this, okay, what else I can do is I will keep 8 in the first position, and now I'll keep 3 in the second position, and then I will write the rest of the digits 7 and 5. Now again I keep 8 in the first position, 3 in the second position, and 75 I make as 57. So here now in both the numbers I have written 8 and 7 in the first and second position, and even 8 and 3 in the first and second position. Now what else I will do is, now I will keep 8 in the first position and 5 in the second position, then 37 in the rest. Whatever is remaining I am writing that 8, 5, and then I make it 73. So I have made all the possible numbers keeping 7 in the first place, keeping 8 in the first place. Now let us do the same thing keeping 5 in the first place. 5 I am keeping in the first place, and I am keeping the rest of the numbers I am writing later. 53 I kept, and then 87. Now again 5, 3, and then I change in 87 to 78. Now I am keeping 5 in the first position, and what I am doing is I am bringing 8 in the next position. I am writing 37, and now again 5 I am writing as it is, 8 also I am writing as it is, and then I am writing 73. So these numbers are formed by keeping 5 in the first position. After this, I can also make more numbers by keeping 5 in the first position. I kept 3 twice in the second position. I kept 8 also twice. Now I will keep 7 in the second position, and then I will write the other digits. Again 5, 7 and 38. So like this I have made numbers. So here you can see we have made numbers using 7 in the first position, 8 in the first position, and even 5 in the first position. Now let us make some more numbers keeping 3 in the first position, 5 in the second position, and then I am writing the other digits 7 and 8. Now again 3 and 5 in the first and second, I can write 78 as 87. Then again I am keeping 3 as it is, I am changing the position of 5. From there I am writing 7 and then 5, 8. Then I am writing 3, 7 and 8, 5. What I am doing is I am just arranging the numbers in different patterns. And how I am doing it in different patterns, just I am picking up the digits randomly and writing. Then now I have formed by writing 35 in the first two position and even 37. Now let us try with 38. Then the other digits are 7 and 5. 38 I keep, then the other digits are 57. So we have kept 35, 37 and even 38. Okay, so we have written all the numbers whichever can be made using 7 in the first position, 8 in the first position. When I am using 7 in the first position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 7,000s I am able to write 6 numbers. In 8,000s also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have written 6 numbers. Using 5,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have written 6 numbers, and using 3,000s also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have written 6 numbers. So we have made all together 6 fours are 24 numbers out of the digits 7, 8, 3, 5 using only ones. Now here out of all this, if I have to search the biggest number, so here the biggest digit is 8. So whenever you are writing 8 in thousands place, using 8 in thousands place, you have written altogether 6 numbers. Now out of these 6 numbers, let us see which is the biggest one. So here when I am seeing using 8 in the thousands place, okay, 8 is the first digit. So here 8, using 8 I have written altogether 6 numbers. Now again in this, if I see 8700 is bigger as compared to 8500 and 8300. Again in 8700 I have got 8735 and I have got 8735 and 8753. So in these two, if we compare, you will see that 8753 is the biggest number. So if any set of digits are given and if you have to make the biggest number, what you have to do is a simple thing: arrange the digits in the descending order and you will get the largest or the biggest number. So here the largest or the biggest number is 8753. We are encircling it. Now we have to find out the smallest number. So now if we have to find out the smallest number, so here the smallest digit is 3. So let us see the numbers formed by using 3 in the first place. So that is 3578, 3587, 3758, 785, 3875, 3857 and so on. So here out of all these numbers, 3500 is the smallest one if we compare. So now in 3500 we have 3578, 3587. So here again you will see that the smallest number is 3578. So here we see that the digits are arranged in the increasing order or they are arranged in the ascending order, that is small to big. So here again we have that 3578 is the smallest number. So here what we understand is, if at all we have to make the biggest number, for making biggest number what we do is we arrange the numbers in the descending order from big to small. And if we have to make the smallest number, then what we do is we arrange the digits in the ascending order, that is small to big. This is when there is there is not even a single zero. Now let us take one example where we have 0. For example, the digits given are 0 and 3, 1 and 2. If the digits are such, if we try to follow the same rule, that is we make the smallest number by arranging the digits in ascending order, so we get 0, 1, 2, 3. But the question has given 4 digits and then when I write 0, 1, 2, 3, it is as good as 123. It is just forming a 3-digit number. So this rule is not applicable here. So whenever in the digits there is 0 and you have to make the smallest number, what you need to do is, other than 0, you have to check the other digits and find out the smallest number. If I take 0 separately out, the other digits are 3, 1 and 2. Out of 3, 1 and 2, the smallest number is 1. So I need to write the smallest number other than 0, 1. Then we have to always write 0 and then again arrange in ascending order 2 and 3. So 1023 is the smallest number formed out of the digits 0, 3, 1 and 2. And if I have to write the biggest number, so in biggest number we are going to follow the same rule, that is arrange the number in descending order. So when I arrange it in descending order, 3, 2, 1 and 0, this will be the biggest number. Here if we go to change 0 position and all, then we are not getting the biggest number. If at all we write 3201, so I am getting 3201, which is not the biggest number. I hope this is very clear and it's really very easy. We do not have to panic at all. Now we are going to see about shifting digits. Okay, let us see how much fun it is or how we enjoy when we see that the digits are being, order of digits are being changed, and let's see how various numbers are formed. Like for example, here they have given us 182. So if at all we shift the digits in 182, so if I write it in the ascending order, okay, if I write it like this, 1, 2, 8. So when I arrange the digits of 182 In the ascending order, I get 128, which is the smallest number. And if I arrange it in the descending order, this is the smallest number. And if I arrange it in the descending order, that is biggest to smallest, so then 821 is the biggest number. Other than this, we can also make various numbers by shifting digits, just what we saw in the previous, what we did in the previous number. Okay, we can keep 1 in the first place as it is given, 1 2 8, then we change the position of 8 and 2, 1 in the first position, same to same. Then we keep 2 in the first position, we can write 281 or 218, or now we can also try using 8 in the first position, we write 821 or 812. So like this we can make various numbers by shifting the digits here and there. Now let us try the same thing with 391. If we have 391, here again if I have to make the smallest number, I'll arrange in the ascending order, that is smallest to biggest. Smallest is 1, then bigger one is 3, then the biggest is 9. So 139 is the smallest number that can be formed out of the digits 9, 3 and 1. Then if I have to form the biggest one, I have to arrange it in the descending order. 931 will be the biggest number. And if I have to form various numbers, let us start with the smallest one, 139. Now I interchange 1 I keep as it is, and then I change it to 193. I interchange the position of 3 and 9. Then I keep in the first position 3, I write 319, or I write it as 391. Then I keep the first digit 9, and then I write 931 or I write 930. These are the various numbers that can be formed by using the digits 391, 3, 9 and 1 in different positions. Now they have given, we are free to use any 3 digit, and then we have to exchange the place, and then we have to just write the various numbers which are formed. We have already done with 3 digits. Let's take 4 digits and do it. Okay, so when we are taking 4 digits, let us take 2, 4, 6 and 8. These are our 4 digits. Let us form various numbers. So here when we are forming various numbers, in the first place I'll keep only 2. Then I will form numbers with the digit 4 in the first place, then we'll form numbers with the digit 6 in the first place, and ultimately with the digit 8 in the first place. So when we are using 2 in the first place, we can change 4, 6, 8, we can keep as it is. Now again 2 as it is we are keeping, 4 also we are keeping as it is, we are changing the positions of 6 and 8 as 86. Now we keep 2 as it is, 4 we kept 2 times. Now let us keep 6 and then 4 and 8. Then we can also write 8 and 4. Okay, now after 2 we have written 4, after 2 we have written 6, now after 2 let us write 8. Then we get 46 and we also get 2864. So like this, using various combinations, we can form numbers. Now 4 is in the first place, so remaining digits 268. Then 4 again, same 2, same 68 can be interchanged as 86. Then again 4 same, I am changing 2 to 6, and then I am writing 28. Then 4 same, 6 same, I am writing 82. Then again 4 same and 8 same, we are writing 26. 4 same, 8 same, we write 62. So here again we have seen by writing different digits in different places, we are forming different numbers. Then 6, we write 2 as it is, and then 4 8, again 6 2 as it is, and then 8 4. Then 6 as it is, we write 4, then we write 8 2, 6 4 as it is, 2 8. 6 as it is we write, then now we write 8, and then we write 2 4, 6 8 we write, and then we write 4 2. So here we have formed various numbers. Now again 8 in the first place, 6 also in the first place, we write 4 2. 8 and 6 in the second place, and then we write 2 4. 8 we write as it is, 4 and 6 2. 8 4 and 2 6. Then we write 8, and we write in the second position we write 2, then we write 4 6, then we write 8 2 and 6 4. So here we have seen that so many numbers are formed by just shifting the digits. Therefore we say maths is fun. Now we are going to proceed further with larger numbers such as 10,000 and more. In our previous classes, we have learnt about smaller numbers as ones, tens, hundreds and thousands, and now we proceed one more step further, that is we are going to learn about 10,000 and other numbers also. We have also learned that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the single digit numbers. So in these single digit numbers, the smallest digit is 1, whereas the biggest digit is 9. Now, after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the next number is 10. So this 10 is a 2-digit number, and this 10 is the smallest 2-digit number, and the largest 2-digit number is 99. Why do we call it the largest 2-digit number? Because after 99 we get another number, that is 100, and that is a 3-digit number. So here in every numeral system, 9, what we see is 9 is the largest 1-digit number, because 1-digit number starts from 1, where we'll start counting numbers, and then it goes on till 9, because after 9, 10 is the smallest 2-digit number. Similarly, if we go to if I write 99 two times, if I write 99 two times, then it is the largest 2-digit number, and so on. As many 9 I write, those many largest digit number it would be. Now let us see a pattern. Here you can see 9 is the largest single digit number. I am adding 1 to it, so I get it as 10. So 9 plus 1, 10, and this 9 is the largest 1-digit number, and this 10 is the smallest 2-digit number, and this can also be written as 10 multiplied by 1. And this 10 is the smallest 2-digit number. Now if I write the largest 2-digit number 99, if I add 1 to it, I get it as 100. And this 100 can also be written as 10 multiplied by 10. Now this 100 is the smallest 3-digit number. Then if I write 999 plus 1, so this will give us 1000. Now this 1000 can also be written as 100 multiplied by 10. Now this 999 is the largest 3-digit number, and 1000 is the smallest 4-digit number. Now if I write 9999, if I add 1 to it, then I will be getting it 10,000. And this 10,000 can also be written as 1000 multiplied by 10. So here we can see that whenever 1 is added to the largest digit number, then we are getting the smallest next digit number. Similarly, now here I can write 9 5 times. So if I write 9 5 times, then it becomes 9,99,000. It becomes 99,999. It will give us 1 lakh. 1 lakh has got 5 zeros, and that 1 lakh can also be written as 10,000 multiplied by 10. And so on. This keeps on and on continuing. Now I can write 6 times 9 plus 1 will give us 10 lakh. And this can be shown as 1 lakh multiplied by 10. Like this we can see a pattern. Now we proceed further with revisiting place value. Place value we have done in our lower classes. Let's revise it. Now if the number given is 23, we start from the right hand side. We start from the last digit, we write it as ones and then tens. So 3 is in ones place and 2 is in tens place. So 2 tens is 20. 2 multiplied by 10 plus 3 is in ones place. So 3 multiplied 1. 2 multiplied by 10 is 20 plus 3 multiplied 1 is 3. 20 plus 3 gives us again 23. Now here in the number 456 we see 6 is in ones place, 5 is in tens place, 4 is in hundreds place. So we write 4 multiplied by 100 because 4 is in hundreds place. 5 is in tens place, so 5 multiplied by tens, and 6 is in ones place, so 6 multiplied by 1. 4 into 100 is 400. plus 5 into 10 is 50, plus 6 into 1 is 6. And then when we add, we get 456. Now here we have got 4 digits. So ones, tens, hundreds, and then we have thousands. So 7 multiplied by 1000. Then in hundreds place we have 8. 8 multiplied by 100. We have 9 in tens place. 9 multiplied by 10. And in ones place we have 0. So 0 multiplied by 1. Now 7 into 1000 is 7000. Plus 8 into 100 is 800. Plus 9 into 10 is 90. Plus 0 into 1 will give you 0. 0 multiplied by any number is 0. And then we add, we get this. Now here we can see there are altogether how many digits? 5 digits. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, and this is 10,000. So here 6 multiplied by 10,000 plus 7 multiplied by, it is 7 multiplied by 1000 plus 8 is in hundreds place. 8 multiplied by 100. 5 is in tens place. 5 multiplied by 10 plus 2 is in ones place. 2 multiplied by 1. And now when we ultimately add it, we get 60,000. 7 into 1000 is 7000. 8 into 1000 is 8 into 100 is 800 plus 5 into 10 is 50. 2 ones is 2. So maths is as simple as a game. You just have to write the digits. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and lakh. Ones, tens, hundred. Okay, wait. Here it would be 8 is in ones place, then we have tens, then we have hundreds, then we have thousand, and ultimately we have 10,000 TTH. So 1 is in 10,000, so 1 multiplied by 10,000 plus 4 is in 1000, so 4 multiplied by 1000. 5 is in hundreds place, so 5 multiplied by hundreds. 7 is in tens place, 7 multiplied by tens, and 8 multiplied by 1, ones place. Then we write 1 multiplied 10,000 is 10,000. 4 multiplied by 1 is 1000 is 4000. 5 multiplied by 100 is 500. 7 tens is 70 and 8 ones is 8. So this is the place value we have revised again. We have done all these in our lower classes. Now let us see 1 lakh. So just as we saw previously the pattern. So when we write 99,999, that is the biggest, largest 5-digit number. Largest 4-digit number. When we write the largest 4-digit number, 9,000. No, we write the largest. If we write the largest 99,999 plus 1, then we get 1 lakh, which is the smallest 5-digit number. So we write this in words as 1 lakh. So here again when we have to write the place value, we write ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and lakh. So 4 is in lakhs place, so 4 multiplied by 1 lakh. In 1 lakh we have 5 zeros. 5 is in 10,000 place, 5 multiplied by 10,000. 6 is in 1000 place, 6 multiplied by 1000. 7 is in hundreds place, 7 multiplied by 100. 8 is in tens place, 8 multiplied by 10. And then ultimately 0 is in ones place, so 0 multiplied by 1. Now 4 multiplied by 1 lakh is 4 lakh. 5 multiplied by 10,000 is 50,000. 6 multiplied by 1000 is 6,000. 7 multiplied by 100 is 700, and 8 multiplied 10 is 80, and 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. Then we add, we get ultimately, this is we are writing the place value. And we can also write all these numbers in words. So let us see how to write this in words. So this we can write in words as 4 lakh, because 4 is in lakhs place, 4 lakh. Then in thousands group we have 5 and 6, 56. So it will be 56,000. Then we have 780. So we write it as 780. 180. This is we are learning how to write it in words. We will write these two also in words only. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and lakh. So in lakh place we have 2, so we write 2 lakh. There is nothing else, so 2 lakh and stop. And once we have to write the place value, 2 multiplied by 1 lakh. Rest all are zeros only, so we can directly write 0 because 0 multiplied by any number is also 0. So ultimately we get 2 lakh. Now here ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and lakh. So in lakh place we have 8. So we write 8 lakh. Then in thousands group we have 9090. So we write 90,000. Then we write 654 in the next group. 654. And if we have to write the place values, so 8 is in lakhs place, 8 multiplied by 1 lakh, plus 9 is in 10,000 place, 9 into 10,000, 0 into 1,000, plus 6 is in hundreds place, 6 multiplied by 100, 5 is in tens place, and 4 is in ones place. 8 multiplied by 1 lakh is 8 lakh. Any number multiplied by 1 is same. 9 multiplied by 10,000 is 90,000. 0 multiplied by 1,000 is 0. 6 multiplied by 100, 600. 5 tens is 50, 4 ones are 4. This makes our 1 lakh term very clear. Now we have still larger number. After 1 lakh, we also have something called as 10 lakh. And how do we get this 10 lakh? When we add to 9,99,999, the largest 5-digit number, plus 1. Then we get the smallest 6-digit number, that is 10 lakh. Now here again we write ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh and 10 lakh. So in 10 lakh place we have 4040. 4 tens are 40. So 40 lakh. We'll write in words. Again ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. So here in lakhs group we have 3, 5. So we write it as 35 lakh. Then in thousands we have 6, 7. So that is 67,000. Then we have 890. Then again if we have to write this in words, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. So in lakhs group we have 2, 3, 23. So we write it as 23 lakh. Then in thousands group we have 4040. So we write 40,000. Then we have 987. So we just have to apply basic logic. It will be very easy if we always make a practice of writing this ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh and 10 lakh. So here in lakhs group we have 1, 0, 10. So 10 lakh. In thousand groups we have all zeros, so we don't write 0. 1000 is as good as not writing anything. And directly we have in tens and ones place 1 to 12. We do not have anything in hundreds place also. Now we proceed further with help. How do we get help in writing larger numbers? Smaller numbers are easy to write and easy to read also. But now in case of writing large numbers, we require some help. Just as you can see, here there are certain signals. Airport, this is a signal indicating airport symbol. This again is a symbol which indicates stop. This symbol again indicates that we have to turn towards the right. So here, while we have to write large numbers, our help would be commas. Our help would be commas, and how we place these commas is from the right hand side we move towards the left hand side in intervals of 3 and then all intervals of 2. Like this we place commas. We place commas everywhere, and then writing of numbers, three groups of 3, then 2, then again 2. Again your 894, 3 groups of 3, then 2 and then 2. So this insertion of commas makes writing numbers very simple, and then reading also becomes very simple. Now we are going to see the Indian system of numeration, and then later we'll be seeing the international system of numeration. Now when we are seeing the Indian system of numeration, here what we do is we have one group of ones in which we have hundreds, tens and ones. Then we have another group of thousands in which we have only tens and ones. The other group is of lakhs, which we have only tens and ones, and ultimately we have in crores also tens and ones. Now how do we write this? Let's have a look at that, which is as simple as a game. Here we have last 3 digits, hundreds, tens, ones. Then we have 2 digits, that is a group of thousands, tens and ones. Then we have the group of lakhs, tens and ones, and ultimately we have the group of crores. We understand it better when we write ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore and 10 crore. So here also they have given us one example where we have 449 in the ones group. In thousands group we have 03 means it is 3000. In lakhs group we have 69 means it is 69 lakh, and in crores group we have only 1 and then crore. Then you will see in thousands we have altogether 3 zeros. Then in lakhs we have total 5 zeros, and in crores we have altogether 7 zeros. Okay. Now here when we have to write this in numbers. So here in the group of crores you see 28, 28, 10 crore and crore. So we write it as 28 crore, because in the whole crore group we have to see tens and ones. Then we see in the group of lakhs tens and ones as 5 tens and 0 ones. So 5 tens is 50 lakhs, 50 is 50. So 50 is 50, so 50 lakhs. And then we have in the group of thousands tens and 1, so 1 4 is 14, so we write it as 14,000. And ultimately in the group of ones we have hundreds, tens and ones, so here we have 723. This is how we place commas in Indian system of numeration, and we read and write numbers. Now let us take a look at the international system of numeration which is used abroad. Just as we saw in international system of numeration, we have groups of 3. So let's get started with putting commas. 3, 3 and 3. So here the last group is of ones, before that we have thousands, before that we have millions, and one more digit you see, so that is billion. So here we have in billion place 3. Here we can also write this is ones group, this is thousands group, this is millions group, and this is billion. So this is 3 billion. Then in millions group we have 523, so 523, because here we have all hundreds, tens, ones. 523 million. Then we have the group of thousands. In thousands we have 423, so we write 423,000. Then ultimately we have the ones, so that is 497. That is in ones, so we just write it as 497, and this number is written. Now next again groups of 3, 3 and 3. So here this is ones group, this is the group of thousands, this is the group of millions. So in millions we have 627, so that is 627 million. Then we have the group of thousands. So in thousands we have 459 thousands. So here everything is 100, tens, ones. 459 1000, and then we have the last group, that is ones group, 135. So this is how we write the numbers in the International System of Numeration. Now we'll quickly see the comparison between Indian and International System of Numeration. So in Indian System of Numeration, we have groups of 3, then 2s, 2s and 2s. Whereas in International System of Numeration, we have all groups of 3s, 3s and 3s. So here, the same number we are going to write in both Indian and International System of Numeration. First, we are going to write it in Indian System of Numeration. So here the grouping will be, so in Indian System of Numeration, the grouping will be 3, 2, 2 and 2. So we just write here Indian. It will be 3, 2, 2 and 2. So ones, tens, hundreds, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore, and then we have billion. So this is 1 billion. After 10 crore, we have 100 crore, that is billion. 1 billion. Then in crores, we have 2, 3, 23 crore, because this is groups of 2. Then in lakhs, we have 4, 5. So that is 45 lakh. Then in thousands, we have 6, 7. So that is 67,000. And ultimately the group of ones we have 890. So we write it as 890. Now we'll write the same number. We'll put commas first in the International System of Numeration. Groups of 3, 3 and 3. Ones group, thousand group, million group, and this is billion. So we write 1 billion. Then in millions we have 2, 3, 4. So it is hundreds and ones. 234 million. Then in the group of thousands we have 5, 6 and 7. So it will be 567 million. It will be 567 million. Million is done, then it is thousands. For 567,000. And after 1000 we have the groups of ones, that is again in that hundreds and ones, so 890. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe Shruti's online school for more videos of class 6 maths chapter 1 and furthermore. Thank you.